In DevOps, CI/CD automates the frequent updating and deployment of software. CI, which is continuous integration, it swiftly integrates new code using automated checks to catch, if there are any issues, it catch early phases. And continuous delivery, it modifies code before deployment, or if you'd like to modify anything, deciding what and when to release. So when we combine both CI and CD, it creates an automated process, and that is known as continuous integration and continuous delivery. And what it does, it actually facilitated rapid and reliable code delivery. Now, Jenkins is a powerful open source automation server designed that for that streamline the software development process. And with an intuitive web-based interface, Jenkins is highly configurable, making it easy for developers and administrators to set up and manage automated workflow. Jenkins has got heaps of plugins ecosystem which allows integration with different tools, and contributing to its flexibility. So it promotes collaboration, accelerates development cycles, and plays a critical role in DevOps practice. So in this video tutorial, I will go through all the basic things, and that as a DevOps, if you are starting as a new DevOps guy, you can get a very good understanding how actually it works. So I'll try to cover as much as possible. I hope by going through this, you will get a very good understanding how Jenkins works, and you can do hands-on yourself also. Let's start on this. Jenkins is a Java. So very first thing that here I am going to run Jenkins on my operating system. So here is my server. First, that update the software package. So for that, first check the operating system or version. So here you get etc into OS release. So you can see that here I am using Linux machine, and that is Amazon Linux, and it's CentOS Red Hot Enterprise Linux Fedora core. Now, first need to update the package. For that, we need to execute command here, yum update, and I'm just responding yes. Then, like there is no packages marked for update. After that, we need to download and install Jenkins package so that you can search a string like Jenkins package download. From this page, Jenkins downloaded deployment. Select your operating system, like in my case that is Red Hat Fedora, CentOS is so select that one. So you select based on your own environment. Then you see here first we need to execute this command. So let me put into other window and execute this command. Now input key, and after that I'm going to download Java package or Java. Click Y for responding yes. And then setting up Java home after this. So we can, select your Java version. So for that, you can execute command to see if you have only one version, then you can select one. If you have multiple version from there, you can select that one. After that, Java has been set. Now we can install Jenkins. So it's very simple. Yum install Jenkins. Select Y. So Jenkins has been installed. Now to check that one, you can just use systemctl command status Jenkins. So it's not running. So we can start. To start Jenkins, you just stop here, change this one to start. Now if we check the status, see that Jenkins is up and running. So now to enable the Jenkins service to start at the boot, we have to enable that option. Jenkins systemctl enable. So we have successfully installed Jenkins. Now we need to go to the console. So let me first connect console here. So let's check the version. Jenkins version. Okay. Now we need to connect to the that we need to configure Jenkins. So before for that, what we have to do. mm, Here I'm using like a Linux environment, AWS Linux. So from there, first we need to get the public IP address, and default port for Jenkins is 8080. If you enter, let me. So here you will see that we need to unlock Jenkins. So you're getting a message that we need to pass a administrator password, and password path is this one. So copy that path, go to Linux environment and get the password. So copy that password back to window and paste it here. So after that, click continue. So now next screen you will see that it's you are getting a message that customize Jenkins. So this is that it is better to install plugin. You can do additional plugins later on, but this has got most of the plugins or that used by in different sets of environments. So you can just click that one, suggested plugins. When that is done, then you getting that to create a account. So let's create a account. So first one, I'm just giving admin 01, give a password, save and continue. Oh, I have to give email address. So we'll renew that one, save and finish. So Jenkins is ready. So now you click here, start using Jenkins. So Jenkins is set up now into your, that box. Now, first thing, what we are going to do, we are going to create a first job. So you see that there are different options. You can say a new item to create a new job. If I said then people to create a user build history to build that what has been deployed before. I'll go through all the options that you will get when I'll do that lab session. So let me start with the very first job. So what you have to do, you can select here that new item. And when you create a new item, you give a name like you can give test job one. And here you will see down below there are different options. So like very first is freestyle job project, then pipeline, multi-configuration project. So I will discuss later on when I will go through each lab session how they work. So and many of them I'm not going to use for this learning environment. Like very first freestyle project, if I select that one, that freestyle project, then click on OK. Next page, you see that you can put a description here. Um, this is my first Jenkins test script. Then discard old build because if you build the same thing, you can discard that one. You can get your GitHub project if you pass parameters inside the project, and then you can select this option. Then source code, you can get the source code from that your repository. Then there's a build triggers. During build, you may want to do something. So then you can set that up. Now build environment, build steps, post build. So there are different options. So what I'm going to do, like build section, general. There is an option like build periodically or build environment. In my case, I'm going to do like build steps. So build environment here. Next, you see that build steps. So I'm going to do put some steps here. What I would like to do. So there are different options here also. So like you can call Ant or Gradle or Maven target. In my case is a basic one. So I'm going to do just execute shell. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to write a command that will run into our Linux server. So like echo welcome to Jenkins lesson. So now let me minimize the screen. Okay, then you can save. When you save that one, this project has been saved. Now on your left side, you will see that there is option build now. So if I click on build now, now you see that down below you will see that build history. Then you see that job number and tick, green tick. So that means it's completed. So if I go there, then from left side you can check the output, so console output, so that you can see what has been done. So you can get the output there. So first it has been created a, you see that workspace and the job number. So now if I go to my server, Jenkins server, you can see that work has been created for this particular job. Next, I will show you like how we can create that additional user and put security for that user. Now let's talk about security in Jenkins. So configuring security in Jenkins is a crucial aspect of controlling user access and giving the permission. So to create a user, what we need to do, let me put back that window a little bit this side. So if you go to the dashboard, then click on Manage Jenkins. From there, if you go down below under Security, you will see that user. So click there. So I'm going to create a user like test USR1. 2, 3. Create user. So user has been created. Now we are going to give the permission. So for that, you need to go back to dashboard, then manage Jenkins. Click on security under security section. From here, you see that security realm. You can see that Jenkins own user database, but you can set up other options like sublet container, LDAP, or Unix user. So in our case, we are just using own user database. Now, here authorization. You can see that few options there, like logged in user can do anything, that is default. But if you go here, matrix based security, then you will get options down below, like different types of options like overall, credential, agent, job, run, or view. So from there you can select like first the user that you want to grant all the permission. So click on add user. So the user we created, test user, that we are going to select USR. USR1. Yes, this time it get that user. Now, if I would like to give only like read privileges, so overall, yeah, I would like to give read privileges. I can select that user and give read privileges and then save. So that means when that user will connect, it will get only read privileges. Other option you can select, like if you go to security and I go to anyone can do anything, connect with logout and TSTUSR1. So this user has got only view permission. So there is, you see that all the options are disabled because all the privileges are not granted to that user. So let's log out from this user and log back as admin user now. Now I'm going to create another user, which user can get view or get all the information here through the console without logging in. So for that, what we can do, we need to go to um, manage Jenkins, then security. Now if you go here down below authorization, here default one like logged in user can do anything, and here you said that allow anonymous read access, so select that one and then save. So if I log out now, you see right now it's anonymous access and they can view the dashboard here. So let me log back again with admin user. Click in after going to dashboard, click on new item and then give a name. Like here I am giving disk uses the Freestyle project. So click on OK. And then here I'm just going to run some simple command. If I go to here on the Jenkins server, du minus sh, yep, so I'd like to see this output through Jenkins console. So let me go back here. Here you see that build step, go to build step or build configuration. So here you will see that there are different options. So here what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a shell script. So therefore we are selecting execute shell and then it will give you the command window. So the command I'm going to execute, that is df-h. And so if I save and build now, you see that numbers and from here you can see the console output. So that has been completed successfully. Now, if I would like to modify that one, click that job name or project and then go to configure. And what I want, I'm going to add something in that job. So redirect this output to disk uses.txt. Save job and click on build now. And you will see that one should be here. And you can go to console output. So you said that job has been completed and it created a output. So if I go to that workspace, when you execute a job, it's that Jenkins home, then it create a workspace directory. Underneath that, it's created based on project name. So if we go to Jenkins server, and you see that's the output. So you can see this is the output that we get it from here. So next we'll do some other like freestyle jobs based on get repo. So for that, go back to dashboard, click on new item and give a name like and give a name Jenkins for Java. Click freestyle, click OK. Now build build step. This time here is that I'll add build step. Here I'm going to uh, click that execute shell and then give you options. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this my get repo. So this is the repo. From there first click that HTTP or URL. Go back here. The command I like git clone that repo. So as you already know that when you clone a repo, it will create this directory like this one. So going to that directory, and if you go to that repo, you can copy this part and this part that I'm going to execute under shell script, and then click save. Now build the job. So build now. If we build now, the job is failed. Let me find out what the reason. Console output. Okay, and because this has got already one directory already exists. So for that, what we can do, possibly I executed before. So easy way that two options there. We can just delete that one. You get the path name here. This workspace, you can remove that from the host. Otherwise, going to configure, and you will see there is option delete workspace before build starts. So let me try that one. So it will clear the workspace. So now if we do that one, it failed again. Why it failed? So it's complaining that Java version. So user mark build as failure. Click on after going to dashboard, click new item. So this time I'm going to use git repo, but as a shell command. So give a name like Jenkins Java Freestyle project, click OK. Build steps. One thing we can do, just delete workspace. Um, in my case, that is okay for learning purpose, but in your case, just make sure that do you need that previous build logs or not. And then click here, build steps, going to with shell script. Now here, I'm going to execute, write the shell command that I'm going to use. First, my get repo, take the URL or copy the URL. So git clone paste. You know that when you clone a repo, mm, it normally to execute some command, it goes into this directory. Then I'm going to run two commands here. So you can copy those two commands from my get repo also. Here one compile, one execute. So I'm going to execute both of them. Good. I have already defined the Java path. So let me save and click build now. If I go here, you can see that uh, job is successful. So far I have done through shell command. Now what will I do? I'll just define straight into get repo this time. So let me go dashboard, click on new item and give them job. Instead of Java I put git, so that that is straight this time I'm going to create calling that git repo. So Freestyle projects, click OK. So here is the source code management. So define the like git and define the repo. So take the repo URL. Because this is public, so I do not need to define ID and password. And then down below, build steps, click on shell command. And this time I'm not running that clone command. Straight I'm going to compile, execute Java program. Click save and then build now. Build fail. Let me check what the issue. Could not find any branch configure for this job. Let me find out what the issue, then get back. I think possibly. Let me go to configure. Source code management. This one credential add repository. Here is main. Here is master. Let me change this one to see is that make any difference. Build now. Yes, so that's the issue. So I have modified to main. So console output. So that's all good. Now, if I would like to schedule this job, then let me go here, Jenkins job configure. And if you come down below, trigger periodically. So if you'd like to schedule a job, then you can select this option and it will allow you to put the time. And for that you can go to Chrome tab guru. If you go there, you can see that option. So that at 4:05. But if I'd like to run like every 5 minutes, let me go here. I just change so that it runs. Next one, I'd like to run like every 1 minute for my testing. Save. You'll see a message. So within 1 minute, this job will run again. So let me pause here. It's already done. So that you see that the job has been run again. So it will run again. So if I don't stop, you will see that it's continuously running. So it will come again. For now, I would like to stop that one. So what we have to do, you just go back to there and here I can change like every 5 minutes, for example, or every 15 minutes. So it will run every 15 minutes. Now let me show you some other admin options that you can do. If you'd like to when you're going to that project, if you'd like to disable that one, so you can just, you see right side, you can, there is a disable option, you can click that one, so it will be disabled. You can enable that one. Other option from here, an option there. So if I go back to dashboard, from there, now if I click the job disable option, if I go to configure, I saw that last time here, you see that you can enable and disable. So you can do that disable enable jobs from there. And for any region, now if you'd like to discard this build, so what you can do, you can go to the job and then you can go to configure section, which I'm already in configure. Then if you go down below, discard old build, you can select that one, like how many days you would like to keep, or how many times you'd like to, how many builds you would like to keep. So you can select that one and save and apply. So it will keep that way. Now if you'd like to delete this one, you can just click this one. You will see that there is a delete project. Other option, from here down, you see the delete project. So it will get a message, cancel. Same if you go here, there is an option like it to delete or not. So you can just click on OK. So job will be deleted.